me. 3, 2, 1.
In der guten alten Zeit lebten die Menschen noch ruhig und in Frieden. Niemand glaubte, dass es in Zukunft zu einer Bedrohung kommen würde. Auf der Schattenseite des Friedens und des Wachstums gab und gibt es aber auch immer das Böse. Die Menschen beginnen, das Wachstum abzulehnen und bezeichnen den Frieden als Degeneration. Wir haben uns hier versammelt, um die Mächte der Finsternis mit unserem verfluchten Blut zu rufen. Wir wollen, dass sie die Welt regieren. Wir erwarten lächelnd den Niedergang der Welt. Nach 100 Jahren ist der Böse wieder auferstanden. Er kann sich in eine Fledermaus, einen Wolf und Nebel verwandeln. Er liebt die Nacht. Er schlürft das Blut von jungen Frauen und lebt ewig. Der Burgherr des Teufelsschlosses, der Herr des Bösen, Graf Dracula ist auferstanden.
So let's start this one up. I'm going to delete that save by there. Right, that's gone. It's all good. So start a new one. Can't even spell. Right, so let's just call that one Tuna. Let's go. Right then. So before you start this game as well, you got a couple of things. Once you start playing through the game, you can get money and stuff, and you can buy different things with the money you get in the game. So those money drops in the game you can actually use. The other thing you got is a sound test on this game as well, which is pretty amazing. As my phone goes for it, I should put it on silent. Basically, you can play all the music in the game. Some of the music in this game is pretty fantastic. It's a bit of an odd one. It uses a mix of the PC Engine soundtrack and the actual CD soundtrack as well. They did it. I'm not sure exactly why they did it. I think they're doing a better quality music, but now and then you hear the PC Engine doing some sort of music as well. So, we shall start it up. Got a cool little intro coming up here as well. Just like the start intro, which is pretty wicked. I do like the German in the start as well, it's pretty class. So that was a pretty cool little intro. I just picked this game up. I've never actually owned it, but always wanted to. But I've just picked this game up lately. It is very expensive, and I did go a bit mental when I bought it. But I'm going to sell a few things off to pay for it. But yeah, so you know, if you can't afford to buy this game, try playing on an emulator or play on a virtual console or something. Because it's well worth playing, especially if you like the Castlevania games. This is my pick for the second best Castlevania game, with Symphony of Night being my favourite, which is pretty much the sequel to this. Symphony of Night starts off exactly where this one ends, just before you go on to see Dracula. Jump over that giant skull. It's cool, the first section of the game, and we're on the carriage, and Death comes down and fights you. I say the music in this game is fantastic. The soundtrack is pretty amazing. So basically, you got Richter, who can basically, do his whip. You can't, like in Castlevania 4, you can't move the whip around or anything. But you can moonwalk as well by holding down punch button. Well, not punch button, the sort of whip button. You can also jump onto ladders this time by holding up, which is quite useful. But if you don't hold up, you basically fall through the ladders. I like the way the flames are, so you can see the wind affecting the flames. So some of the levels in this play a little bit of homage to the original Castlevanias. Like this one, this level here is a little bit like Simon's Quest. Is it Simon's Quest it's called? The second Castlevania game. The one I've never really played, actually, to be honest, but it's very similar to that. Get this guy as he comes out the window over there. So he's dead. So there's lots of ways to go in this game as well. There's a lot of secrets. There is actually an extra character. You get to play Maria, who's like a little girl who can throw like she throws like animals, birds, and flowers at the enemies. But she is really powerful. So some of the enemies in this game as well appear in Symphony of the Night, like that enemy over there. I say they did Symphony of Night. I say is the direct sequel to this, but they did do Dracula XX on the SNES, which takes a lot of things from this game. It isn't as good as this game, and a lot of people don't like it. But I don't think it's not. It's a pretty good game. That's a sort of like remake of this game, I suppose, really. Kill those big guys. Right, this is where we get to see if I can rescue Maria. I'll show you how to get the second character on you. Oh no, sorry, it's actually the boss. It's on the next level. Same with the bosses in this game. The bosses are pretty cool. They're a little bit different to the other Castlevania games, and perhaps a little bit cooler as well. And apart from this first boss by here, most bosses have got like a final attack. So they'll have one last attack on you just before they die. And if you've got the if you've got the axes at this moment, you can dodge them quite easy. One more, and he's dead. Wow. That's it, game over, dragon. Yeah, all the other bosses in this game have all got a final attack. So you've got to be careful of that and watch out for it. Though I don't think the final attack, even if you're on the lowest end, you will actually kill you. Same sort of thing, you collect the orbs at the end of the levels. So the graphics on this game are really nice for a PC engine, nice parallax scrolling. So the music is pretty amazing. It just, you know, it don't play anything special, it just plays like a normal Castlevania game really. So now I'm going to work my way into the castle. This is where I am going to find, hopefully show you how to get the second character. She's quite useful, the second character as well. Her attacks, she's got, she throws these like two birds, like, and she can throw them two at a time. And she may look like a little girl in a pink dress, but she is surprisingly good. And she's also got a slide and a double jump. And there's lots of different ways you can go in this game. So there is different levels, and sometimes you need the other characters to get to certain areas or certain secrets. So there's places like she can get to that Richter can't. So you know, there's quite a bit in this game to come back to it. So you got the alternative levels, you got the characters with the little secrets. So there's quite a bit to come back to. Say this is more like the original Castlevania now. Say it's well handy, you can actually jump and land on ladders. I do like the bats flying past the window, it's pretty cool. That's him dead. I keep the axes, I think. So you've got the usual sub-weapons as well. So you've got the clock that does time, you've got the axes, you've got the cross, which is well handy. You've got the holy water. Plus, if you've got enough hearts, you can do like a super attack with it this time as well. Right, here we go. This is the bit that I need to try and get the key, so you can get Maria. So we'll try it. The key is up there. Right, what I gotta do is not pick up another sub-weapon now. So if I pick up a sub-weapon, I'll drop the key. I don't know why I'm jumping over those guys. Right then, here we go. Jump up here so he can't get me. Sometimes I'm sure it's up here somewhere. There is oh, it's down there actually. There is some meat. You can get the energy back somewhere. Ah, news here somewhere. Right. Basically, I gotta try and keep my key all the way through here. I'm not gonna knock down. And there's a door here, so you use the key on the door here. And now, once you've completed this level, once you kill Shaft here first, actually, and there's Maria over there. So once you've completed this level now, you'll get to swap characters on the title screen. See, she may look cute and small, but she's actually pretty good. She sort of does make the game easier, actually, when you use her. They're almost like she's an easy mode character, I suppose. Got a bit of anime kicking in here now. What do you say? Hello, I'm Belmondo, Vampire Hunter. Something like that. He's sort of like mushy, Belmondo, Vampire Hunter. Obviously, there's no Japanese for vampire hunter. Japanese have definitely got a word for vampires. They got weird jumping vampires, which makes no sense. With prey things stuck to their head, or ghouls. I don't know exactly what they are. Sometimes see them in cartoons and anime. Plus, one of the characters out of Darkstalkers is like a jumping vampire. Ah, so lovely. Right, so once you beat this level now, basically you get to play Maria. If these bloody fishmen would disappear. We're playing nice, were they? What I can do by here is just go for the level and they all die. Right then, second boss time now. This boss can sometimes be a little bit awkward. Depends if I'll end up jumping in his way. I could just walk up there actually, but this boss is pretty cool. This boss is actually in the Mega Drive version as well. The werewolf boss, here we go. Not doing too bad on him at the moment. Oh, sneaky. He's going to do his final attack on me soon. Here we go. Oh, I fell for it. I do like the way he turns back to human before he dies. Ah, I tried to whip him midair. So what I'll do, I'll show you a little bit of the next level. And then we'll cut it off because I end up like playing this video for hours. This level's got some pretty fantastic music. Holy water is always quite good in these games. Same as the other Castlevania, you can jump in their heads. Oh. Yeah, bit of meat. But anyway, guys, I say this is Castlevania Rondo Blood on the PC Engine. Fantastic Castlevania game, and my second favourite Castlevania next to Symphony of the Night. If you do own a PC Engine, or you can get an emulator or the Virtual Console or the PSP, get hold of this game and play it, especially if you like Castlevania. I think you'll really like it. I say the PC Engine one is getting pretty much insanely expensive these days, but it's probably out of reach of most people actually what they would actually pay for a game, to be honest. A bit more than I would actually pay, to be honest, but I ended up buying it anyway because I'm pretty stupid, but there you go. But yep, fantastic game, and I'm going to give us this one 9 out of 10. Brilliant graphics, fantastic music, because you know it's got quite a lot to come back to, and just an all-round really good game. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll catch you next time. And I'm going to jump down this hole just for the hell of it. Right, see you.